Hey y'all, what it is, what's up? It's your girl Brittany back better another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is, I know what it is. We know I post frequently. Alright y'all, we are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping, we doing a ducky what or ducky into this video. Click the link down in my description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. Alright y'all, come without further ado, let's go and get into this video. So in today's video, we are talking about Scotty, don't forget the body. Okay, as y'all know, her stylist, aka like bestie, went on like a full rant on Instagram last night. Oh, by the way, y'all, I made that video at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Irritated as ever. It's giving very much draft. Okay, that last video, as I told y'all, you know, when more information came out, we was going to talk about the stylist. That information has came out. I thought he probably would go live or something by now, because you know, baby, one thing they gonna do is go live, and then that's when they really get to talking. So I thought he was gonna go live, so I was kind of waiting to do the video once he went live, but he never went live. So we're going to go through some of the stuff that he said. I'm not going to read all of it out, and y'all going to see why. I do have thoughts. More so on Scotty. Not necessarily on Lemmy and what they're alleging. And by the way, all this is alleged. Take nothing as factual. But I really don't have an opinion on Lemmy, because it's more like, with this, he's a man with money and a man with power. We see, you know, a pattern of men with power and men with money and how they do stuff and how they move. So with him allegedly saying everything that he said about him, I mean, usually that's the stepping stones of people with power, of people with money. Usually they do act like that, you know, and everything is turned with a blind eye because they have money and they have power. So we know that comes with the territory of how these people usually roll, especially when, I mean, he had money, but like, I don't think he has ever seen as much money as he's seen now, you know, and like it being his bank account, he's the person over it, and he's the bread and butter of all this that's going on. So these are all the receipts that the stylist has brought to the internet to prove his case. And he just aired or exposed some of the business that has been allegedly going on in the background when the cameras is down. At this point, where are the spy cameras? Where is a bug camera when you need it? Because, like, oh my God, somebody needs to get a little bee, a little wasp or something, and put it around them when they doing all this. But anyway, so he said, attention everyone, I'm not working with Scotty or Zeus anymore. Do not tag me in any of the posts having to do with her anymore. Now I can really tell y'all what's been going on behind the scenes. Going live soon. I was waiting on that live. I was waiting to exhale. Never went live. Here's I said, where should I start, y'all? Let's talk about how this man, like, just takes the dog through there, Capri, when he gets mad at her and she sticks with him. He continues on and says, if my page is taken down, it's only going to get worse. If Zeus keeps editing me, it's only going to get worse. He is copyrighting all my posts, trying to get my page deleted. If my page gets taken down, I swear to God, I'm going to really air everybody and Zeus out. Stop editing me and stop trying to take my page. Let me tell you something. This man has edited my safety. He has deleted my TikTok. He has disrespected me and the people around me numerous of times. I don't know if he thinks this is about to keep me quiet, but I don't scare easily. He is an alleged woman. You know what? I'm only saying alleged because I have to. If I am physically armed or something happens to me, it was Lemmy and the Zeus Network. I never wanted to admit this, but Natalie is right about a lot of the things she says about Scotty. Scotty has gotten very entitled because she's with him, and she does things and plays the victim. She's nice on the surface, but shallow deep down inside. That's why she's okay with getting treated that way she gets treated, and lies about it to protect him. he funds her entire lifestyle. Scotty is too far gone. I hate to say it, but her energy is just as dark as the rest of them. She allows him to allegedly her and for a check, question mark. I tried to help her and she blamed me. She turned on me for trying to help her. She says I don't have her best interest at heart, but lies and excuses and alleged. It's so sad. I never wanted to do this, but Scotty is so far gone. But this man is evil. They threatened me and treated me like ish. Scotty then comes back out and says, LOL, this is crazy. Capri and I are fine. Please don't believe the lies. Don't be gullible. This is so ridiculous. I would never ever allow anyone to touch my fur baby or me. And I do apologize if y'all feel like my reading was horrible. I'm very stopped up. My sinuses and stuff is acting up, y'all. So I had to hurry up and get through that. I'm sorry. Okay, anyways. Like I said, I really don't have much to say about Lemmy's part because, again, that's alleged. The whole Capri thing, that's alleged. And, again, in just a pattern of, like, people with power, usually they abuse the power, you know? So, we're used to people doing that. I don't know if this is true or not, but we are used to people when they have power, when they have money, take advantage of that. And, you know, people start to become like pawns. So, that is that. Let me speak on this entitlement situation. Because in the beginning, I really didn't have much to say. But what I just said. When I first seen all this, then I had to go back and get them screenshots of Scotty and everything. And I want y'all to go back and watch Baddies East when her and Natalie got into it in that restaurant. Literally, that was like almost a year ago. And I'm cringing. It hits so much different now. Like, going back and watching the season versus like me reviewing it and watching it at that time, like being able to have like all the episodes together. Mind you, I did watch all of them together, but like being able to watch all of them together and sit and like just actually watch it, knowing that I had already watched it, but watching it like with a new set of eyes. Yeah, it's a no for me. Natalie, like, again, go back and watch it. Watch when they was in the restaurant where Natalie was trying to fight with Scotty. The way Natalie was being so aggressive towards Scotty and the way it was just grown women sitting there just watching. Grown people, men and women for production just watching. I would start getting entitled on y'all as well. And I think in the beginning, that nice girl act was a way for Scotty to protect herself. But as we see, the more and more you do baddies changes you. Mind you, these is not people who I would say necessarily came from a whole bunch of money. Probably middle class, but not a whole bunch of money. And even if they did come from some type of money, you got to think about it. This is hundreds of thousands, millions on millions at a time. So it's so much money coming in that money is blown within a blink of an eye. Money is blown like it's no tomorrow. And if you see how Natalie was acting, I would be entitled too. Like I said before, I think she put on that little nice girl act to protect herself. But he told her, like, no, as long as you're with me, you're not leaving the show. I think that made her balls drop. Okay? Because the way Natalie was doing her on Baddies East, he had to tell her that night, as long as you're with me, you're my girl, you're not leaving the show. And from that forward, she started moving like she wasn't leaving the show. But it was a slow build. But then, too, she probably was getting disrespected in the background as well. I'm sure Natalie wasn't the only one disrespecting her or feeling like they could talk to Scotty any type of way. And to a certain extent, like, Scotty is a grown woman now. Like, she's not no child, you know. She's not a kid. She's a grown woman. So, therefore, at some point, she had to get a backbone and start demanding respect. Whether that be when she stepped in the room, she demanded respect off the rip from everybody because everybody feels as though she ain't got no backbone. So when she go out in the real world, people probably do feel like she don't have no backbone. So I'm getting a little entitled and a little uppity on y'all too. No shade. I'm getting a little more like, get away from me as well. Again, I sat there as I was getting my screenshots and just watched it. And to an extent, nobody's taking up for Scotty. Scotty grown though. But nobody's taking up for Scotty. Nobody's saying, hey, Natalie, stop. Or, you know, hey, y'all, like, let's just chill. Ain't nobody doing that. So if ain't nobody saying, let's chill, calm down, relax, do this, do that, why should, like, and not, okay, boom. Y'all grown, y'all don't speak up for me. Y'all grown women, y'all all sit right there looking crazy. Every time Natalie says something to me, nobody says anything. Nobody stands up for me, which we are grown. Y'all know I don't have a backbone yet, so y'all won't stand up for me. But at the same time, why would I then start respecting the person who bullied me? The person who feel as though I shouldn't be speaking at all. Yeah, you put me on, but ever since you have put me on, you've been picking at me. You feel like I'm your punching bag until I started punching back. Then you got to cry and tell me, so you know what I go through in the background. And I forgave you. But I do believe to an extent, Scotty do walk around. She do walk around with, you know, a little swag now. Her boss have dropped. Simple. And if him and her friends, I don't know what would make him go and air out whatever this is. It seems as though every other day somebody's jumping on the bandwagon of cancel Zeus. And to be honest, nobody's canceling him. Like, for real. Cracks are being shown. And, you know, we're just writing names down for the documentary. But that's all we're doing right now. Is writing names down for the documentary. But none of this is gonna break Zeus. It's not. And okay, this is my only thing right here. I don't know why every time somebody comes out and says something, they be like, oh, if something happens, it's Zeus. If something go on, it's Zeus. I don't think Zeus would be that stupid to put the network in jeopardy. Like, yeah, sure, you know, bags probably will be stopped. Let's be clear. I definitely believe bags will be stopped. You know, whoever else he styled, they, you know, he's not getting in the same rooms that he was getting in. And if I'm just being honest and being clear, in my personal opinion, Zeus mostly just represents black brands, you know, and black people. So, top, you know, black people who he probably would want to style, he probably has jeopardized that for himself because of people's relationship with Zeus. And Zeus got the money, Zeus got the bag, and Zeus don't mind paying people. But I don't think they would do anything to, like, cut him off, you know what I'm saying, expire him or nothing like that. I don't see that happening, just because why would they get their hands so dirty, or why would they put themselves in that position to, you know, mess you up? If anything, they're gonna censor you as far as, like, take the pages and stuff like that. They might do something like that, but after that, they'll stop bags in the background. But I don't see them, like, really, like, taking it far. Even if he is saying something in the background, I don't think he would jeopardize his brand to say something like that. As many people have came out and like spoke on him and stuff, they always say, you know, if something happens, it's because of Zeus, but usually nothing ever happens. But they get him a bigger bag, bring them back, and let them get beat up. It usually is just on that scale. But then too, if we're just being honest, Zeus has long money. Like, when it comes to the comedian who came out, gave out his receipts behind, you know, him and, 3 other people being the CEOs of Zeus. And he said, you know, in the background, they've been fighting the case for like 1 or 2 years or whatever. Zeus has long money to be able to drag stuff out. And their money is very patient because it's so much of it. That's really where they fight. They fight with money more so. When it comes to like you being outside of the show, they fight with money. So keeping you poor, they can do that. Getting doors open for you with new opportunity, they can do that. They can blackball you. Stuff like that can happen. Stuff like that can happen and probably will happen when, you know, people want to go on these rants. But I will also say this too. If she's used to a certain lifestyle, and mind you, she pays you out of that lifestyle, if we're just being clear, and then you say like, oh, she's doing all this for a check. Commas on commas on commas on commas. Commas on commas on commas on commas. Yeah, she's doing it for a check. Like, to my deep down, she's shallow. Of course she's shallow. She's always been shallow. You knew she was shallow. Probably a few conversations talking to her, you knew she was shallow. This entitlement, this shallowness and this dark energy didn't just happen. Like, let's not play dumb here. Scotty probably has, again, always been this shallow. Scotty has always been a pretty girl. She's always been able to put herself in different rooms. But this room is a room that she wants to stay in. So whatever Master says do, she's gonna do. And again, this ain't like a one-check thing. Like, if he's funding her whole lifestyle, why would she turn against the person that's funding her whole lifestyle? She probably do got savings accounts and stuff like that. But let's be honest, let's be clear. Let's be honest, let's be clear. Everybody want to take the road most traveled. Let's be clear. This girl works once or twice out the year for a month. For a month. Like, please imagine a life where all you had to do was work for a month, fight a little bit, do one little fight, maybe 2 if I'm feeling lucky that day. All I gotta do is stay in shape, stay cute. I wear whatever I want to wear. I check your girlfriend for real, whenever I want to, because she said just Scotland, and I told her don't forget the body. And you have put me in certain rooms that I could only imagine I was going to be in. With certain people I could only imagine I was going to be with. I'm not leaving that. Let's be clear. Even if he is all this in the bag of chips, she probably feels like the good outweighs the bad. And not only that, it's easy to say leave when I'm paying you. Silly rabbit. It's easy to leave when you don't see the comments I see coming in. And mind you, people have stayed for less. So she's staying for more. More so. She's upgraded her lifestyle to a certain extent. And honestly, me personally, like, the more and more I do, like, stories outside of the show, I do not know these people personally. You know, I don't know their character. All I know is the character that they show me and the character people say they show behind the scenes. But, like, I don't know these people personally to say, okay, when the camera turned off, they all that kiki kaka is over with. You know, I can't say that because I don't know. And honestly, you know, we all code switch. Everybody don't act the same with everybody. So, you know, depending on probably who they're around, how they feel, what's the relationship, you might get the code switching. But really, that's really all I got, y'all. Like, even if he is all this and more, and like I said, it's easy to say walk away when your life has not been changed. And to an extent, his life probably has been changed. But he feels as though he's established enough to where he can get more. And maybe she don't feel that confident to where she can get more. Like, what does she have outside of the show? I'll wait. I'm done waiting. If she feels as though she hit a lick, and a lot of times when people feel like they hit a lick, they go ride that lick all the way out till they can't lick no more. Regardless of the downs, they think about the ups. The ups is what make them stay there. The ups is what get them through. So, again, imagine you work twice out the year for a month. Barely having to do anything. Whole lifestyle funded. All I got to do is show up and be pretty. And sit with him at the game. I'm sorry, like, all that you saying, yeah, but everybody swear up and down, you know, oh, if I had all that money, if somebody was giving me all that money, okay, and that's you. This is her. She's going to take the road most traveled, obviously. And Homeboy really took the road most traveled, too, because this was expected. You know, a lot of times when a lot of them get mad and get cut off payroll, they want to start out there blasting and telling it all, but be barely telling anything for real, for real. I have yet to see somebody come on live and give, you know, the full whole breakdown. I've yet to see it. And if they did, they still be begging to get back on the network, or if they did expose them, they know it was no returning. They wasn't returning at all, ever. They knew they could never come back. But we see people 10 times out of 10, whether it be Stunner, Tanisha, any of them old bad girls, Julie, Sarah, all them, Smiley, Camilla, everybody want to come back. Everybody want to come back. Everybody want that bag. Mariah, Tasiki, we see Tasiki somewhere crashing out a little bit. When that bag stop, you see the fiends that they are. All these people is really like dopies. You know? They all really like that. Where they feed for that money, because that money don't come like that. So think what you want. Feel how you feel. But she trying to get the good while the getting is getting good. And if she feel as though she can trade it out, that's her business. I'm not saying that she should. I'm not saying it's right. But I'm saying that's the road most travel. And that's 10 times out of 10 the road that a lot of women take when they do get in these situations. But I have no more to say for real. That's all I got for y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.